Howdy, y'all. Today, I don't believe I have featured my AK on the channel before, but today we will be taking a look at my PSA AK-104. And what we're going to do real fast, I like to try to always put dust cover up with any rifle, but anyways, this is my Palmetto State AK-104, and what I'll do is I'll just tell you guys real quick the few upgrades that I have done to this gun. Muzzle device came with it. This is a Crimson Trace light laser combo. It's not IR, and it's a floodlight. It doesn't have high candela, but this is more of a, pick up and run and gun type, weapon. So I threw my Holosun Raid, the one with really high lumens and candela, on my long range Recce SPR. But so far so good with this. The only thing is, when I shoot it enough, this light cap tends to come slightly loose, so I'm going to give it a little extra turn just to see if I can keep it on there. And the only other thing about this is I need to tape or something this little plug back here, because when I'm shooting it just pops out, which isn't really a big deal, but it's kind of annoying, and if water were to get in there or something, I feel like it could ruin it. So just be careful with that. But around $300, and it has a laser only, laser and light only option. But so far so good with that. As far as the trigger, it has an ALG trigger which came with it, and the only other things that I have done to this gun are put my EOTECH EXPS3 and the 3x magnifier on here, as well as the Midwest Industries Alpha AK stock, which I have raised to the heights that I like, and that work well for me. I've put a little bit of camo form or vanish tape on this gun. I have a quick little hand stopper up here, and then the paint job, which I did myself, and I'm happy with it. Turned out good. And the thing is, guys, is you can always repaint a rifle. It's gonna chip, and things of that nature. It's not gonna stay perfect, but it beats paying, $1,500 or a couple grand or whatever to completely Cerakote a gun. And as you guys can tell, there are some chips and stuff on mine because I actually get out here and shoot. I've put through this gun probably about between 1,500 and 2,000 rounds, and I'm getting ready to throw another 90 at it to show you guys really quickly. But so far so good. I am meticulous about maintaining my weapons, so I have cleaned them several times, or cleaned this gun several times over the course of the around 2K rounds that I have put through it. Today I just freshly painted the steel targets, and there's some bricks and a gong and some other small targets down there. So what we'll do is we will shoot this thing and run it and get it hot and show you guys the AK-104 by PSA. This is the GF5. So it's a cold hammer forged barrel, cold hammer forged front and rear trunnion. All the important parts that you want to last a long time are cold hammer forged. Now back to the camo. You don't have to paint your guns, but I like to, because if need be, whether it's hunting or whatever you might be doing out in the woods, hunting commies, you know, whatever it may be. Just kidding, that was a joke. But the camo will just help break it up. And honestly, I like to do it to the guns that I use all the time, because these are my go-to guns that I'm gonna pick up and use in the case of an emergency or something like that. You never know when you're gonna end up being in a situation where you might be hiding out in a tree line or behind your house or whatever. And the other perks to doing this is that it helps protect. It comes with a, you know, a nice nitride or Cerakote or, you know, whatever, you know, different name they've come up with for, you know, coating weapons. And it does come with a very nice finish on it, like most higher end, more expensive guns do. But I like to paint it anyways, because, you know, between all the shooting that I do, taking it in and out of the truck, you know, I put it in the bed of my truck sometimes, between bracing on barriers, between being in the prone, or, you know, just walking through the woods, or, you know, it rubbing up against my kit. The paint just helps protect it a little bit more. It will chip and stuff over time, but you know, resting it up against a table or something like so, it, you know, it's gonna bang into things. And just that little extra protection is nice, and it also breaks it up. So do with that what you will. I'm not telling you that you need to paint your rifle, I just prefer to. But this is just a quick shot of, you know, I'm probably 10 yards or less away from it, and you can tell the outline a little bit, but it definitely makes it harder, especially at distance. The only other thing that I do have on this gun is a Blue Force Gear sling, and I'm a big fan of them and that sling, as well as Faro Concepts. And the last thing I'm going to tell you guys real quick before we dump a couple mags is I have one magazine loaded with strictly Federal. It is the, oh, there's a bee like right by my head, and I think he just landed on my kit. Yes, he did. Leave me alone, you little shit. So I have one magazine filled with strictly Federal American Eagle 124 grain. It's ball ammo. Good stuff, brass case. And I have one magazine with a mixture of the Norma and the Federal, and one magazine of strictly Norma. I just already threw away the other boxes, but let's see if I can get it to focus here. There we go. This is the Norma 124 grain, and this is the other American Eagle 124 grain that we're shooting. So just for your SA. With that being said, I'm gonna get you set up and let's go ahead and start shooting. Alrighty. So to start with, we will do the Federal. Alrighty guys, I'm actually gonna take the magnifier off because I don't need it for most of these shots. I might flip it on and off just to do a little practice shooting and show you guys, you know, the EOTECH magnifier, 3 times magnifier also, but let's get into it. I had to check and make sure I had my ear pro in for that. I hope you guys can see. Might need to angle it down slightly more. Bear with me, y'all. There we go. Hopefully that'll be a better shot. I need to throw this glove on really quickly because the AKs tend to start heating up decently quickly, especially if you're just kind of shooting rounds quickly through it. So go ahead and throw a glove on. It's always a good idea to have your eye pro, ear pro, hand pro. I currently am not wearing eye pro because if I tried to wear it earlier and it's so humid and muggy from the rain and from me sweating that it's fogging up my glasses and I can't see through my optics and stuff, so we're going without it right now. But typically I do like to wear my eye pro as well. So with that being said, let's go ahead and do another magazine. Down there and I'm trying to hit it. That one's out. Let's get another magazine in. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's actually smoking right now from probably some of the oils burning off. I just recently cleaned it. Could be some of the paint too, but that was 90 rounds fairly quickly, so I wasn't necessarily mag dumping or full auto or anything like that, but I mean, I was shooting very quickly, so it does heat up right now. I mean, I can feel it through my gloves pretty good, so it definitely gets warm. But man, is this thing a dream to shoot, and I just absolutely love it. I think it's a cool looking gun. It's very accurate. I have had no issues as far as accuracy with this thing, and so far it's just been a dream. So that is my AK-104 setup, y'all. Hope you enjoyed.